Hello and welcome to Rust. I'm going to give this a go. I have played a little bit of this and it's a lot of fun. This is a game by Facepunch Studios, the same people who brought you Garry's mod. And it's a little bit like DayZ in a way. It's an online-only survival game, and what we've got to do is basically watch out for everybody else because they will be a lot further ahead and they will shoot us. So I want to find a server. I'm thinking this one looks good. It's not a bad ping, and noobs welcome. I think that suits us perfectly. So I don't know about making this into a series, but we're definitely going to have some fun with this and we'll see where that goes. Hopefully it will run okay. This is still in alpha. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done to it, but it's really quite fun. There's a lot of cool mechanics, and of course it's nighttime. Right. Well, this is going to be our first challenge then. We've got to try and stay alive, even though it is pitch black. But when it isn't pitch black, I'll be able to show you just how nice this game actually looks. I've got a torch on me, actually. Let me see if I can bring out my torch. This could be a bad idea, because it means that obviously people can find us and they'll see our torch and they probably will kill us, which is fine. We do have the option to talk to people. There's a press and hold in-game voice thing, and that's pretty much how people contact each other. We've got the chat at the side obviously, but yeah, when we come across someone, that's how they'll tell us what they want before they kill us. So let's go for a run then. There is a crafting system in this, and you can in fact build as well, which is quite cool. I'll get onto all of that, of course. But first, we've got to try and make it through the night. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a couple of things going on. The first one you might notice is that we are cold, and that is simply because it's nighttime and we have nothing on us whatsoever. We're fresh spawned, so that's obviously what's going on. We've got health. That does exactly what you think it does. And we've got food, and of course we are going to need to find animals and hunt them and get some food off of them so we can eat. Once we lose our food, we will actually start to die. So I'm spinning around, which might not be the best idea because that uses up my hunger. And at the bottom we've got rads. Now this is radiation, and I think that's going to be something to do with the backstory of the game, which I don't think is fully implemented yet. As you saw when you open the game, that is what you get. The list of servers you log in, and this is where you start. So there's quite a bit of a learning curve to it, but it's not so bad. It's not so hard once you get into it. Here you go. Here we can see a building. Now I'm going to make the mistake and run towards this. And if there's someone there, no doubt they'll have something to say. But yeah, as I was saying with the rads, there are towns dotted around that are pre-built, and they are there standard. It's quite a big map, but they give off radiation. And so if we stand there too long, we will actually get radiation poisoning and start dying. I assume we can build suits and stuff to stop us from getting radiated. So let me see if I can show you. Oh, it's open. I'm guessing this place has already been raided. Now this is one thing I was going to tell you about. This is built by another player on the server. Let's have he hasn't got anything. And so, yeah, this has been completely raided. Oh, here you go. Here's some stuff. We'll take this. Why not? Oh. So yeah, this has been built by someone, and you can craft wooden doors and metal doors. And wooden doors can actually be broken down by other players using hatchets, which is what's happened here, and you can build metal doors like this one. And these ones you can't break down unless you use C4 or some kind of explosive. You can actually blow through walls as well, which is quite a cool feature, I think. But what that means is that you have to pretty much try and fortify your base as much as you can, otherwise this is what happens to it. Someone's quite clearly broken through the door. Here you go, and a couple of people were killed here. And this is obviously what they've dropped. And I don't think they had anything on them. Nope, nothing of use. So something happened here. That's fair to say. They've managed to build in a tree as well. Awesome. So yeah, you can see that, there's a lot of stuff up here. A bow, that's a good start. Let's get the bow, let's steal the charcoal. Charcoal comes in useful to mix with gunpowder, and we can actually make bullets and stuff from that. And that's part of the crafting system, which I'll get into. That's a lot of cloth. That's good. So this is a bad and good idea, because, as I said, we are quite visible right now. Oh, look at that. What's that? That's a radiation suit, I think. Oh, and a weapon already. Oh, and this might be damaged. Yeah, I think this needs repairing. I think that's why it's red and yellow. That's something we'll get onto. There is durability on these things. But this is okay. We've got a couple of these. And some torches. Good, because we're about to run out of our torches. You can see there's a little number here. It says 11. My mouse should be turned on. And another one of these. I'm just hoping the guy doesn't come back. Let's switch torches. Yeah, I'm hoping somebody doesn't come across this place like we did, because we do have a gun. Ah, arrows. There we go. And here's some bullets. I don't think these are the right bullets for this gun, but we've got some form of defense now, which isn't bad. Let's get these arrows. Let's try and just steal everything we can. This is all broken, but this is okay because we can fix it eventually. Now, one thing that is... Oh, that scared the life out of me. That's the sound of you putting stuff on. One thing that's quite a big part of this game is... Was that cloth? Yeah, I almost missed that cloth. Is blueprints and research kits. Now, these work quite simply. I'll show you now. If I hit crafting up here, this is everything I can craft. Now, if I want to... There's a lot more items in this that you can actually make, but in order for me to be able to craft them, what I need to do is I need to get hold of a research kit and the item that I would like to be able to craft. And what I can do then is... Oh, this is weird. What I can do then is I can use the research kit on the item, and then that then becomes available for me to craft whenever I want, as long as I have the materials, of course. So that's quite a cool way of going about it. And the other thing you can find are blueprints. And this does the same thing, but basically just gets rid of the need to find the research kits and the item itself. I can simply just study these and I can craft them there and then without ever having found them in the first place. I thought I heard footsteps. It was probably me. This is a crafting bench, and you can see down here it says workbench, and what that will mean is I can craft stuff a lot faster if I stand next to that. So let's keep seeing what's around here. I don't think there's anything else. I think these guys kind of gave up on building after they got robbed. See, what tends to happen is that people find Kevlar, which is like bulletproof vests and big guns, and they come in teams and they raid the bases like this, take everything, and then the other person starts again from fresh. And that's obviously a big drawback for them, but it's a lot of fun. In all fairness, I did play a few hours of this last night, and it's actually surprisingly fun. Because what it means is that you actually... There's a sort of hierarchy that I find that forms, and it's pretty cool. When I first joined, I had no idea how to do anything, because I'd never played the game before, and I found some people, and they said they won't kill me if I can go and hunt some items for them, and then in fact they showed me how to play the game, which was quite cool. But obviously, if it wasn't for me finding those items, they could have just blown me up. Which is pretty much what happens most of the time. Now, I'm a bit afraid to go outside, but it's getting daylight now. Oh, there's actually ammo in this thing. I can't see anything though, so that's not going to make for good video. But at least we know that we can defend ourselves. It's getting to daytime now. I'm just trying to listen out for people. That's the easiest way to tell if we're about to be shot, because we'll hear people. Now, what did we find? We found these bad stone hatchets. Perfect stone hatchet. So you go then. This is how you would normally start. You would normally start with just your big rock. And there is an animal there, I think. No, is that a rock? That's probably a rock. And what we do with these big rocks is we hit even bigger rocks. And you can see in the side there we gather materials. And we'll find these, and we'll find wood piles. These will give us sulfur, and they'll give us metal and stuff, enough to make bullets, things like that. And then trees and log piles will obviously give us wood, which we can use to craft things. I don't know if we're going to bother building houses, but we're definitely going to do some stuff. I'll probably show you how it works, simply because that was a rock, that was certainly not an animal. But we have got a big gun, and I haven't had one of these before, and I'm actually quite excited. What would be nice if... See, if we had a research kit, we could research how to build that gun, and then when we inevitably die, we can just recraft another one. There is a way to set yourself up to spawn where you'd like, and that's by putting down a sleeping bag, which you have to craft using cloth. If there's not people in here and they don't kill us, I'll actually show you that now, because we can have a look at the little crafting system that's going on. And then we can do that. Is this where we just were? No, it's not, is it? Oh, we were over there, right. I think we're okay. Let me show you this crafting system then. So it's very, very, very simple. Let's find the sleeping bag. And it says here, we need 15, we have 7 we want to craft one sleeping bag, we hit craft. And that will take us 30 seconds. During these 30 seconds, we can close out of this, but we move very slowly. If we're standing next to a workbench, then this time is cut into a fraction, and it's much, much, much quicker. There is one issue with this game at the moment, and that seems to be hackers. There are a lot of them. And that's simply because this game is still in alpha, and this is the kind of thing that happens until the devs have time to actually work on a patch. Right now, they're obviously working on building the game. So that kind of stuff happens, and it's expected. But here you go. Our sleeping bag is now crafted, and it should be... Here it is. So we can actually put that down, and what will happen then is if we die, we'll spawn there. However, if we die again, we cannot spawn back on our sleeping bag for, I think it's 5 minutes. But look, I mean, this game is, for an alpha, is looking pretty beautiful. The way the light works is really, really cool. So we can get ourselves some wood if we need. But what we really need right now is some kind of food, because we're starting to run pretty low on that. Now, animals spawn around pretty randomly in these open parts. They don't spawn up in the rocks. You can go up in those rocks, of course. But, yeah, they spawn around in these big grassy areas, so we'll have a look out for one of those. Now, what we might come across, and I think this only happens nearer the main road and the towns, are red bears and red wolves. We can normally find wolves and bears, but these ones are red. And what that actually means is that I think they are radiated. And what happens there is if you kill those, that's when you get a chance to get blueprints, and you get a chance to get the research kits, and you also get a chance to get a ton of other stuff, which is really, really cool, that you wouldn't normally be able to get anywhere else. They used to be zombies, which I thought was really cool, but now they've changed into colourful animals, and I personally think I preferred zombies, but that's since changed. Obviously, this is alpha. This could be a completely different game in a few weeks' time if that's what the devs decide on, but I don't think they will. Now, this world, as far as my understanding goes, is very, very, very big. But people do seem to be able to find their way around. There's no map or anything like that currently. There's probably a picture of one online or something like that, but there's no actual... There's no actual map in game, as far as I'm aware. I am completely... Ah, here you go. We've got ourselves an animal, so we can actually shoot this deer. I say we can. We can try. I'm very bad with this bow and arrow because you can see the aiming's quite hard. And he'll try and run away, but he'll stop after a few seconds, so we can just do it again. Now, that is one thing I'm not very fond of, and that is simply the noise it makes when you shoot them. But obviously that'll be worked on. That's not really a priority right now. This is the weird bit. We now want to harvest something off of this, and we do that by hitting it with an axe. And you can see there we get some stuff. Currently, all animals just give raw chicken breast. That is simply just, again, a limitation of the fact this is an alpha. That will change, of course. We'll get different foods from different places. But currently, we only get raw chicken, which isn't not the biggest of problems. It still does its job, even if it's named differently. So we're actually going to need to collect quite a bit of stuff so we can set up. So I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make a little cut, and I'm going to go and gather as much stuff as I can, and then we're going to attempt to build a little base, just a one-by-one little hut that we can hide in from everybody else, and when it gets nighttime we can hide in there, and we can also cook our food as well, which will be good. So I'm going to make that cut, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, so here's something a little bit new then. You'll hear this clicking sound. And what this means is, there we go, we're coming towards a radiated area, and you'll notice in the bottom right hand corner now that my rads is actually going up. And that's because this area is radiated. But what we do have over here are those red bears I was telling you about. These take 3 arrows, so I'd rather have a wolf if we can kind of aggro one. But I'm not too sure what that is. So I'm going to try and get this bear from distance. Ah, there you go, you can see the road from here as well. But I'm awful at shooting with this bow and arrow, so forgive me when I'm really bad. And we've got to try not to die as well. Oh, there we go. Now, this is going to get risky. Take an arrow. Oh, how did I miss that? I do have my gun, but the issue with firing my gun is everyone will hear me, and they'll then know I have a gun. Oh no, I messed that one up. And I will then be a big target for everybody around because they'll know that I have a gun. There we go. I'm also bleeding because the bear got me, so I need to use my bandage, otherwise I'll keep bleeding for a while. However, these red guys dropped this little suitcase. We saw these earlier when a player died, so let's have a look. We got some tuna. Good. That's what we want to find. Often we'll find blueprints and research kits and ammo and guns and stuff. Like I told you before, I'm actually going to look for one because I'd love to be able to craft this machine gun again once we die, which I'm sure will happen soon enough. So let me get my bow and arrow back out then, and let's run forward a little bit because I know there was another one. Oh, here's a normal wolf. This guy's seen us, and he's actually doing quite a bit of damage to us. There's a good chance we might die soon. So let's bandage up again, and then let's harvest this wolf. Bit of a weird way to do it. Inventory full, can't gather. Okay, well, what can I get rid of then? We can toss out... We can toss out this bit of leather for now, because we don't really need that. And there you go, you can see it on the ground. It's a bit weird. It reminds me of Far Cry. If anybody... Far Cry 3, if anybody played that. It was quite weird when you had to harvest the animals. You just kind of tore them apart, and it was a little bit strange. My rads are going up a hell of a lot, though. And I don't know what that's actually going to do. Oh my god, that scared the life out of me. I just jumped. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to use my gun. And it's got a hollow sight on it. There we go. This guy's down. Oh, and there's another suitcase here. And this has got a pickaxe in it. I'm going to die. I need to use my bandage. And we're going to need to find some food. So let's leave behind... See if we can stack up these arrows, actually. That would be nice. Can we do that at all? Yeah, we can. Take the pickaxe. Now let's see what this guy dropped. Or was that what he dropped? Oh, that was his drop. His drop just appeared early. So let's do this. We're dangerously low on health, though. So I'm actually going to want to get out of here a little bit. And let's make ourselves some food, because we're going to starve to death in a second, and I've got this gun, and I really don't want that to happen. So let's hit crafting then, and let's find ourselves a campfire. We need 5 wood, so let's craft that. And in the meantime, we can throw something on the floor, because we haven't got enough room. Oh, we can combine these. Can we not? They're only stacking 5s, but that could be very useful. Flares. I don't see them being very useful. The wood we want. Can we stack up these? There we go. Now we've got some room for this campfire once it's out, and I'll show you how that works. Where is it? There it is, number 2. So we can place this down wherever we want. We just click and use. Actually, we want to hold E, and we can open it, and we can put our food in there. In the meantime, I could actually eat a can of tuna. There you go, and that'll take our hunger up a little bit. But we'll actually get comfort from sitting next to this campfire as well, which will help us heal a bit quicker. And that's definitely something we want to happen, because otherwise I'll die. And I've got this really cool gun, and I don't want to die with this gun. So let's open up our inventory and put the tuna back. Did I not put the chicken in here? I swear I put the chicken in here. Nope, I did not. And oh, it's because you have to put it in the bottom half. There you go. As I told you, I'm really not very good at this game yet. I've only played a couple of hours, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, which is always good. So let's get our hatchet and gather some more wood, because we're going to want some wood to try and build stuff. And I think I might do that now. We might as well camp out here. Our rads are going back down, so we're not in a radiated area, but we're near a road, which isn't great. It means people could find us easily. But it also means we'll be near those bears and wolves and stuff, which is fine, because that way we can go out and get our stuff whenever we need it. So let's open this up, and let's get our food. Let's eat some chicken. Nice. Right. So, let's get crafting then. The first thing I think we need to do, and I'm not very sure of this, but the first thing I think we need to do is make a foundation. So let's have a little look for our list and find the foundations. Maybe wood foundation. Here we go. We need wood planks. So we've got to craft wood planks from our wood. Where's wood planks? Where is it? I'm probably looking right at it. This is quite small and it's quite hard to see. It'd be nice if this took up more of the screen, but then I wouldn't see the people running towards me about to kill me, which would be bad. So wooden planks are here. So we need 10 and we have 100. And we need 8 of these to build the foundation. So let's do that then. And whilst we're waiting for that, I could do with going off and getting some more wood, because otherwise we will probably die. Well, we won't die if we don't have wood, but I won't have enough to build walls, which is going to become a problem. But let's just do this simply for the sake of showing you how it works. It's not overly important. Let's just eat all of our chickens so we have a bit more room. There we go. And we've got our planks. So now we need to build our wood foundation. Craft that. And this is going to take a whole minute. So for this one, I'm actually going to go off and do stuff. Even if I move slowly, it'll be worth grabbing some more wood. Ready to make stuff. I don't want to fight that bear because I'm moving very slowly. And obviously that won't be very good. There's radiation just here as well. So that might be something we want to avoid. We want to stay further over there. Because otherwise we will radiate. And die. And that's bad. Especially because I got this gun. I'm pretty excited about it because the most I got was a pistol last time and that was given to me. So to actually have found something... We didn't raid the house, but... I mean, that's the general gist of it, right? We kind of found it in a house that had been raided. That counts, right? Maybe? No? Okay. The one thing I don't think you can do is pick up these campfires. That's probably just me not knowing how to play this game, but I don't think we actually can. Is our foundation done yet? 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Done. Right, so once we get this foundation, I can show you how the building works. It works like this. So we can find ourselves whereabouts we want to go. Where do we want to go? Let's go behind this in here. Oh, maybe we can go around in here, actually. I want to keep away from stuff. Let's go... Wow, we're right on the road here. I don't want to do that. Let's head back down this way a little bit. And let's get in behind this rock, then. Because I want to stay off of the main road, if possible. Ah, this looks good. Right here. There we go, we've got a foundation. So what we need now is walls. As I said, I don't know this game very well. If I just made the biggest mistake by putting it next to this rock, then that's okay. We can sort that out. But I did see, just up here, was one of those wood piles I was telling you about. I do want to look around in case there's a bunch of people. But you'll see we actually get a lot more wood from this. And if you make better hatchets, I do believe you get even more wood, which is great. There's another pile down there, but I have to fight through all of those animals to get it. We could just have a little bit of fun and use the gun. I don't think I've got much ammo. Yeah, I've only got the ammo it came with, but it could be fun. Let's try and aggro this wolf and get it up here. Let's try some pro shooting. I'm really bad at this. Oh, that wasn't far off, though. Oh, no, he's moving. There. Oh, so close. Come on. Stay there, wolf. I got you. Oh, how do I get so close so many times? Yeah! And now he'll run at me. And these, I think, only take 2 arrows, so I'd much rather kill these than the bears. Oh, I'll wait for him to get a little bit closer. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, no. Take it. Thank you. What have we got in here? Gunpowder. Nice. We can make some bullets with that. We do have room. Let's get our bandages here. Oh, we're going to need to use one of those. Now let's harvest this guy. You don't get a lot of these, but you do get the little loot bags, so I can't gather the rest. And this thing's almost broken, in fact. Where did all of our armor go? I'm guessing it broke. Yeah, we could probably do with getting rid of some of that, because it's broken, and I won't be able to afford to repair that for a little while yet. But hey, that's fine. Our campfire has run out of wood, so let's open this. We've got a chicken, but we don't have room for that. So let's stack this. In fact, we put that in. Oh, wrong slot again. Put that in. Take that. I'm just being a child, don't worry. And let's get a little bit more wood. I'm just going to throw those on the floor. I don't think we're going to be able to repair those for a while, because it's not expensive, but we've got to build a bunch of stuff, and that's going to take a while. But what we should be able to build is somewhere to store our stuff. Not a small stash. That could help, actually, a small stash, but let's try and make the actual things. Wood storage box. There we go, we can make one of those. Let's craft one of those. And we've got too much stuff on us. Ah, here we go. What we can do is, I think you have to throw these on the floor to do that. And get those back. We can actually put our little camp down here, so we'll respawn here. And so that way, when we die, hopefully we can run back and get our stuff back. Oh, there's actually one mechanic I haven't mentioned yet, which is quite a big part of this game. And that is simply that when we die, not when we die, when we log off, our player stays on, and he will just fall asleep where we were standing when we logged off. Now, that is the big benefit of having one of these houses, is that if we have the door closed, we can fall asleep in there, and hopefully when we come back, nobody's killed us, because it is completely possible for somebody to come along, see us, and kill us. Which, obviously, we don't really want to happen, because then they will take all of our stuff. And that's where the metal doors can come in extremely handy, because if we have a wood door, someone could just bash the door in and kill us then. But we don't need to do anything with this, it's just down. We can actually pick this up and move it around with us. Let's have a little look at the walls then. How expensive are the walls? Let's scroll down. Wood wall. We need 4 wooden planks for those, and wooden planks cost 10 wood. So can we make 4 wooden planks? Yes, we can. Let's make 5 because we want as many as possible. And let's go and grab some more. Ah, we can't move whilst we're doing this. Otherwise, I'd say let's go grab some more wood. So, I'm going to try and get these walls crafted up then, and I'll be back with you soon.